Hey guys, how you doing? Joe here. I got a special guest. We got Jim Baird.
Heyo.
From YouTube's Jim Baird channel and Histories Alone. So we got one winner of Alone and one loser. We're gonna camp out tonight. We're just looking for a specific spot to find somewhere with deep snow. We have a cool shelter idea in mind. So stick with us. So we've come to this clearing here. This is what we were looking for, so we had deep snow. We're in this little bit of a field. We're thinking, you know those survival manuals you always see, you can dig down into a tree. It doesn't really look all that good, to be honest. Like, we'd have to trim, I'd say we would trim on this side, keep the back side pretty full, eh? And then have, like, dig down and then have, maybe we could even build like a bank here of snow all around. That would kind of help too.
This would be perfect if the snow was this tall.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Definitely.
But maybe we can just shovel all that snow up on top of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just take all the, I mean, it's going to be a lot more work, but we're actually going to have a shelter that'll keep us warm, I think.
Yeah, I think so. We can fire in there for sure.
Yeah.
I'm into it if you are.
Yeah.
Like, I got a shovel.
I don't know what better option do we have around here. Like, this is, like, if we get in there and we leave kind of these boughs down here and we get all those little sticks, you know, and we, like, I mean, there's a pretty big area.
There's definitely a big area. We can even take out that tree. It's not an issue at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool, man.
Cool. We gotta go grab our sleds now.
That's right, yeah. We're on the scouting mission here. We didn't want to bring our sleds back without finding a good place to actually build the shelter. Joe's idea, very wise woodsman idea.
Every now and then I go.
I'll give that to you for sure.
Thanks.
Yeah, you got it. It already looks like a fort, dude. Look at it in there. It really does, man. Yeah, look at, the more I look at it, the more I like it.
I've done this one time before and it turned out pretty cool, so.
Yeah, I like it. It's the kind of thing that you hear about doing, and you hear about skiers. They'll be skiing and they'll fall into basically a hole where the spruce tree is, and they get stuck in there and they can't get out. So this is basically what we're going to turn into a good shelter. And it's not something, you always hear people talking about it, but it's not something you actually see done much. I've never done it, so I think it's going to be cool to try it out and sort of judge how it would work as a pure survival shelter. And it already looks like it's kind of cozy.
Yeah, definitely. I'm into it, man.
That's about as technical as I get there.
That was very technical. All right, we're gonna go get our sled. We'll be back here in a hot minute. So this is what Jim was talking about earlier, when you kind of come by a tree and fall in. These are all actual trees just buried by the snow in here, so all the snow right next to them is very soft and sinky. Jim, what? Look at the size of that tripod. Big tripod for a big guy. Like, holy smokes.
Well, the bigger the tripod, the bigger the bushcraft shelter.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
You know what they say about guys with big feet?
Yeah.
They wear big shoes.
Yeah. Same with tripod.
He is my Sherpa Jim. Home sweet home?
Home sweet home. Yeah, home sweet home, but it's gonna take a little sprucing. Basically going to, maybe we put a bough bed in there too, you're thinking?
I do.
Yeah.
So I forgot my sled. Jim was nice enough to let me throw my duffel bag on top of his. I don't got much gear in there. He brought the majority of it for us. So.
I'm definitely sweating the most.
Yeah, I don't have much on. I do have long johns on.
Me too.
I'll probably have to get rid of those soon.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna get my shovel out and my saw and my axe, because that's the first thing you got to start doing, clearing off and digging out. Clearing off, digging out. It's nice when you don't have to like fight the cold all the time, like the brutal fingertips and like. Do you undo the white one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you ever wish sometimes when your trip it's almost too perfect that you almost wish for crappy weather just to make like it more interesting for the video or for whatever?
I am so extremely happy when I come home from a trip and I've endured hardships because that video makes it so much better.
Yeah.
Dude, like even that stranded thing with the forest fire, I was like, at the time I was like, no. I come home, as soon as I get in the plane, I was like, oh, this is gonna make some great video.
So much better. Yeah. That's it. The problem is whenever I let that thought creep into my head, it's like disaster strikes immediately after.
Okay.
You know,
like, this is what you asked for.
Yeah, I'm like, this is almost too easy. Ripping winds, blizzards, near-death experiences.
Dun, dun, dun,
don't let it creep in.
That's funny. So for those people who don't know, Jim and his brother Ted won, what was season 4?
Season 4,
Season 4 of Alone. They're brothers, and that was the season where they teamed up. You guys had to find each other, right?
Yeah, well, my brother was sort of stationary on the coast, and I got dropped off about 10 miles away from him, and I basically had to follow a compass bearing, just surviving on whatever I could eat, wild mushrooms, slugs,
oh my God.
for 8 days to find my brother. And then once I found him, we survived together for a total of 75 days. And eating more or less fish bait, and whatever was edible was technically edible. So like the grossest stuff imaginable, and managed to scrape off the wind. So I did learn a lot of interesting stuff about like what survival is really about and stuff. Like what I kind of started explaining to you before about, you think you go out there with a plan A and you end up with plan Z.
You're right.
And then you start to realize, I mean, you wish you were doing better. You think maybe somebody at some time period would have had the skills to do better, but you do the math and there's only X amount of calories in your area, and it becomes just a slow game of
decline.
Yeah, a little bit, but anyways.
Yeah, we'll get into that to more detail. I'm super interested to hear about it too, because my experience did not let me feel any of that. I was just in and out, but
yeah, you're the worst. They might as well have just like whipped you in a garbage dump. It probably would have been better.
Well, I would have more to eat.
Yeah.
I've got this little silky that I can kind of get in here in this tight spot with. I got my glasses on still just in case. I gotta get these snowshoes off soon, but we'll see. Now I imagine this is gonna be stuck into the ground somewhat. Oh, more than somewhat. Oh,
that's okay though, eh?
Yeah, it's totally fine. Yeah, we just
can't get it out.
Pull it over even. Yeah, do that, one of these, and it'll still help a bit. Oh, look at it. There, we're done. It created a bunch of space.
Yeah, see, that's perfect for this, eh?
With this?
Yeah.
It's ideal.
Yeah, should I go cut some more boughs from around?
Sure.
That might not be a bad idea.
No, yeah, because we're going to want some on the ground too, I think. Yeah. Yeah, this is going to be cool, man. It might be a little tight. That's all right.
Well, it kind of wraps around. You can almost make a door on the other side.
Okay, that'd be kind of cool.
Maybe.
Yeah, we'll figure it out, I'm sure. Definitely, dude. I just put some in my winter tent, my canvas tent. It makes it smell so nice, too. Right. Yeah, balsam is no good for that. All right, so it's coming along. As you can see, like there's a good space. Actually, there's probably 2 good spaces knocked out here. But check this out. We got some decent firewood hidden way back in here. You'd never get to it unless you're doing this. So we're gonna get that piece of firewood out right now. I'm super happy I brought my silky saw because it's making quick work of this in here. Like the other saw would work fine too. It's just less obtrusive. I can just get in and saw. Ah, we're gonna hit.
Yeah, especially because you don't have to swing it in there, eh, Joe?
Not at all. It's just real.
Like this is like a heavy duty machete.
Yeah, it is.
Like it's great for cutting the boughs, but I couldn't really swing it if I didn't tight like that.
No doubt. That looks decent. Like it has some weight to it too.
Yeah, the one my brother has, I'll carry it.
Right. Oh, there we go. This wood might be a little bit punky. That's all right. What do you think, Jim? It's all pretty much squared away as far as removing the branches that we need to. We got some decent space in there.
Yeah, we got a lot of space, so I think that's kind of like definitely going to be good for a spot for us to sleep in there. So now it's going to be kind of using snow as insulation and kind of using the branches and building onto that structure a little bit and doing some shoveling.
Yeah, what do you think? We should probably pile some of these and that on top of there, pile snow on there too, eh?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah?
I think so. I almost wonder though if these would be better to use for on there.
To keep the snow in? Yeah, for sure.
Maybe we use both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We could even just, that stuff probably won't do too much. The twigs probably won't do too much.
Right.
I imagine that these are the ticket.
Yeah.
Definitely wearing like bright blue. They're always like,
so fun. I'm like, I'll just walk, mother.
all right, so we're gonna get rid of these twigs because general consensus is they're not gonna do as good a job as the boughs to keep the snow on there. So just probably toss them over here and call it good. Yeah. We can still use these for kindling, potentially put it down underneath us. We're not going to shovel the snow out because it's pretty tamped down in there already, and the fact of the matter is once you start shoveling snow out, it's a good chance that you're going to come to uneven ground anyway. So we'll just build our ground up and make it even.
It's tough to both film sometimes. Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good though.
Oh
right?
yeah, it's fine. Oh my goodness.
I'll share some of that clip of you of me getting boughs or something like that, you know?
Yeah, we can do a little Google Drive thing.
Yeah. Yeah, our drive.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, dude.
We don't, the problem is the snow's gonna fold it down.
Yeah, I don't want to lose too much space.
Yeah.
You're right, the snow will fold. Maybe we don't need to put snow on it. Maybe the boughs are enough.
I think that we should we don't need to throw snow right up here,
right.
but if we pile it up to here.
Yeah, cool. It'll make
You
it
know
look
what I mean? And
better.
it'll also give us something else to film too.
Yep. Oh, there's my saw. Perfect. Look at that.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Because you see when you get in there and you look to the outside, how there's kind of like it could be to sort of here, you know?
Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
I hear you.
Maybe we pull these down a bit.
Oh, I like that.
This kind of.
I like that idea.
Throwing it right on top, maybe.
Yeah.
More,
That's pretty fancy. Look, that looks sick.
Yeah, and then that even if we don't put snow on it, it's good.
Covered. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. I'm into it, man. I'm into it. Yeah, you did a quick work of these valves with that machete.
Yeah, it's a nice thick machete. You know how some of them are just all whippy nowadays?
It's paying like a jungle machete.
Yeah, so they're too long, and so that one's nice, short and thick. It's basically like a huge knife, more or less.
Right.
Well, I guess that's what a sword is too, but you know.
I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
So you're allowed to bring a fire steel on a loan, right?
Uh-huh.
So me and my brother sourced fire steels that were an inch thick and 7 inches long.
Nice. Did you lose it?
No.
Oh, well.
And we made we used mighty putty to make huge grips and ran things. It just looked so utilitarian.
That's awesome.
And the British guys are like, "This is a bloody club, man." He's like, "We're changing the rules for next year." Yeah, they changed the rules.
About the fire steel?
Yeah, our fire steel was literally you could have put it in a sock and knocked someone unconscious.
Right. So my problem with mine was they were very specific on how much rope you could bring, or how much cordage you could bring.
Yeah.
So I was trying to do everything super by the book, and I didn't want to have any kind of lanyard on my fire steel because I thought that would be a useful cordage that, you know what I mean? Which it would have been.
Yeah.
So I was trying to play it real by the book. I had a picture of my family, and I had it in a Ziploc bag so it would stay dry, and I even asked them if I was allowed to have the Ziploc bag.
Right.
Meanwhile,
they're so freaking anal about that.
Meanwhile, someone who will go unnamed hit a huge slab of birch bark inside his bone quiver. Inside his quiver. Cut a birch bark from home, and lined it with it and brought it and got away. Would have got away with it, but
That's
some
just cheating.
he told us some of us ratted him out.
Oh yeah.
He tried to put a bivy bag and a sleeping bag in the same thing without telling them, so we'd have both too. We ratted him out on that too.
So when I got my, they sent us the backpack. You know how they sent me the backpack?
Yeah.
So they sent us one, and there was a lighter in it.
Oh man.
Yeah. I guess it could have just been from other travel, but me and my brother like, whoa.
Is this a setup?
Yeah.
Sketchy.
I mean, there was like maxi pads in it too. So
it's probably Mitch's.
We know it was a chick.
It's probably Mitch's bag. Check this out, man. This is looking real good now. We got a bunch of boughs on there. And I guess this is what you could do too if your spruce wasn't substantial enough, right? In this shelter type of situation, if your snow is not deep enough, your spruce isn't substantial, you can cut boughs and put it on.
Yeah.
Like we're doing. And this is very easy for someone to do, like without even tools. You could rip off boughs, you know what I mean, if you had to, if you were in a situation.
I think, Joe, a good way to say it is that it's not always like what the survival books show you, a perfect case scenario.
Definitely.
Where you have this perfect snow cave around a spruce, so we're having to use more boughs and snow to kind of create that perfect scenario, you know?
Indeed.
But I think I run into that more times than not as you get out there and nothing's like how it looks in the book.
Nothing's ever ideal.
Yeah,
no. Yeah, very cool, man. Yeah. I'm gonna go in there, see if you guys can see me. Man, it's warm. I got my t-shirt on. All right, I'm gonna head in. We got our snowshoes off now. We've trampled enough snow down, so that's always fun. And in here, we can walk fine. Where am I? Can you see me? Hello, hello. Man, it's spacious in here now. I like it. I like it a lot. We got a little fire. It's gonna be fun. Like home under a tree. Overnight bushcraft camp under a tree. I'm into it. There he is. Hello. Weirdo.
It's looking pretty good.
That's my thumbnail right there. Oh. Tree took that hat. All right. I dare not walk around. Boom, boom. Some deep snow. Deeper over here, actually. And then that's the back way in. Meatloaf.
My dad actually uses that line again.
Oh,
still. He's
awesome.
like, I'm like, Mom, where's that coffee? He's like, how about the meatloaf, kid?
That's awesome.
That movie's hilarious.
It is
right?
quite funny, yeah. What is it, Step Brothers or
No, it's
Wedding
Crash?
Wedding. Yeah. Meatloaf.
Totally a guy human movie.
No
too,
doubt.
right? Like,
yeah.
like your wife doesn't think it's near as funny.
Not near as funny.
Yeah.
No, she'll put up with it, like she does me.
Well, because it's all about just swindling like women, more or less, right? Like it's like totally chauvinistic, I guess, if you think about it.
See, that's a good thing. I don't think much.
Right. Yeah, so that's the best way to, way less stressful.
All right, so we're gonna build up a little mound.
This is already looking good.
Yeah. Then the snow can kind of sit on it as opposed to just falling through the cracks, as it were, like I did in school.
Yeah, me, same thing. I was like, in school, I was always smart, or at least I thought I was.
I was real bad at math, real bad at math.
Yeah, me too.
But like English and stuff like that.
I don't know if I'm actually bad at math or whether it's just so boring I can't pay attention.
That could very well be it.
It's like when I really would try to pay attention, I actually figured it out. But usually I'm trying, and next thing you know, I'm like staring out the window.
Right. Oh, that bird looks like it's having fun.
Yeah.
So we're starting to be able to put it on top of the boughs now. It's actually holding it pretty well. So.
Oh, not there. Okay, let's try that.
Just clear off a spot. Oh, look how good it's sitting.
Yeah, so it's sitting right on top of the boughs. So we're gonna start kind of maybe doing a little work to build it up, sort of to kind of create a bit of a wall, I guess.
See, it's deep already over here too. The snow was just deeper over here. We've got a decent platform over here. Look at little spruce cones. Hello. All right, we're gonna go report. We're gonna look on inside and report. That sun is magnificent. Okay, it's well, that side, man. There's a wall. There's a definite wall. About
Working.
2 feet high-ish. Boughs and snow.
Is it Like it's obviously better than how it was before?
It's better than how it was, but like it's at like it's not really gonna honestly give us much protection just because it's so low.
Yeah.
But like I think that we are super protected from above.
Yeah.
Like there's barely any snow on the ground in here compared to out there already. And I don't even think it's gonna snow tonight. But it looks amazing. Look at that. What a cool spot.
This is pretty fun, Joe.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm having a good time, man. I like it. It's chill out here. It's calm.
I just, it's kind of good that we finally got out, eh?
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time waiting. We're going to cut some boughs for our floor in there now. I think we're all done with the building up on the sides. Just got to build up our floor, make it a little bit more even. Get up off the snow. I think Jim said he only has a small thermarest, so I'll have to build it up. Gotta find some spruce though around. Gets way more boughs than this. Oh, this is perfect. I can get a bunch of boughs from this one and I don't have to take them off a live tree or take down a tree. Kind of like at the tent the other day when I was getting that log. I was able to just take it off the ground like this. There's been a lot that have snapped off this winter due to heavy snow loads and wind. So if we look around, it shouldn't be too hard to find some more of these too. They're just small boughs I'm getting off them, but that's okay. We're just trying to make a bed, floor, make it nice and soft anyway.
Oh, the snow's pretty deep over here.
It's so packing, eh?
Yeah, man. Like, it's like past my knees over here.
That's saying something.
I plan to, I put the camera on some boughs that are like 50 feet away, thinking I just walk over there. It's not working out so well.
Yeah, it must depend where you are. It's not too deep over on this spot.
Oh, this looks nice and cozy in here.
It's like home.
I like it, man. This is fun.
Well, this makes me feel like a kid.
Oh, yeah. Totally. Except you're better at it than when you're a kid. I need more boughs than this, though, eh?
Yeah, definitely. It's always deceiving, man.
Yeah.
Like 3 huge armfuls each, and it's like, nah, not enough.
I like these ones you got. Mine have like half a tree with them.
Too much stock.
Yeah. Like right here, you know?
Yeah, just cuddle up.
Yeah. Spoon.
No spoon? I call big spoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is nice. This is comfy.
Yeah. Like you could totally go all out and build it up.
Of course, we could wrap a tarp around 3 sides. We could wrap a tarp around 3 sides and it had this over here. You'd be completely enclosed, no concern from above.
Right, like if it was dead of winter.
Right.
You know? Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, man. And then this will be here too, and get snowed on actually with the extra boughs and stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Very cool.
Here.
That's what I meant to do. Yeah. The whole plan the whole time. Things are going pretty good. We are being successful in gathering our boughs. There's a lot of building going on. Check it out. Got a decent amount of boughs in there. It's starting to look really cool. Back up and show you the whole thing. I think we're gonna have to start getting some firewood soon. Jim's gathering another big armload of boughs from over on the other side. And we do already have some wood, but I found a nice dead standing piece of what looks to be maple. It's definitely hardwood, so we'll go on behind there and grab that. But even other than that, from all the trimming up, we've got this stuff. So, should be a nice night. I am just so comfortable out here. I'm talking like I can feel the sun on my arms. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous day. All right, let's go get that wood. We were packing the snow down. It's like a highway now.
Yeah. It's kind of great, actually.
Yeah. Solid maple.
Awesome.
You can see where I'm standing right here. This is kind of like our doorway. This is part of the reason we kept these limbs on. This is obviously not doing anything for wind protection for us or snow protection. They're there more or less to just have the illusion of an entrance and going this way. that's all fine and dandy, but it's really not necessary. What's more necessary is a spot to have a fire that's close enough where we can sit on our gear, relax, cook, and still be safe. So I think what we're going to do is remove these limbs and go up high, remove the limbs as high as I can so that we can sit here. We'll put some more boughs out here, kind of on the edge of our camp, and then we'll have the fire right out in front. Look at that, silky saw, man. Makes short work of this stuff. I heard some people bashing silky saws about being easily breakable, and I know they are. You just have to know how to use them properly. You don't go all the way to the end. You just use, say your silky saw is this big, you only go to the end there. You leave a lot of space at the beginning so you don't accidentally jam it and snap it off. But they are worth their weight, man. Cut much better than a Laplander. No competition. There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Jim's got wood.
I gotta get a shot of me getting wood.
Alright, so as you can see, we cleared above now. It's all cleared away. I believe I'm going to make a little bit of a snow wall there in front for the fire.
This piece is kind of punky, but this is like an epic dry piece of hardwood right here.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
That punk will dry. That punk will burn after anyway.
This stuff's punky, yeah, but it's better than nothing, you know?
Yep.
This one I found was like a Y stick hanging in the V of another tree, and the bottoms are already cut off of it.
That might have been me.
Yeah. It was hanging, so I cut another. Like maybe that's just the difference between me and you in height. Right
I think probably it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever have those fires in the wintertime where you don't dig it down and you build a small fire and then you end up laying longer pieces,
Yeah.
and the middle just sinks right down.
It just sizzles and there's no coals.
Right, and the other sides are just up on the wood. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It never works. You have to like
The only way you can do it is if you lay down a bunch of logs side like
Yeah.
across like this and start on top of
to
that.
get it that length from the get-go. Yep. Cool. And then what? Just kind of like lean up against these trees, I guess, eh?
Yeah.
Sit down, lean up against the trees, call it good. Woo! I'm a warm Joe.
Yeah, I'm thirsty.
You got water?
I drank it all, dude.
Yeah, me too. Let's get a fire
All
going.
of it, yeah.
All right. We're doing pretty good. As you can see, everything's pretty much falling into place. Our wood situation is pretty good. Shelter's awesome. We built that back wall for the fire in about 2 seconds. So I think we're gonna get a fire going and start melting some snow because we're both parched. We good?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think so, yeah. I'm gonna get in tight.
Okay. This wind is kicking up too right now. That's what that brace is good for, not smothering it. Leaning up against there.
That's one thing no one ever tells you, eh?
What's that? The
That
brace?
little brace
Yeah.
thing, yeah. It's genius.
It's a lifesaver.
It's like a must.
It's a must. And the platform too is huge. The wind's kicking up. We should go up no problem. Give back these matches before I forget.
There you go, Joe Robinet specialty one match fire.
Stick with me, boy.
Isn't it terrifying? You know, it's like one thing you're supposed to always be able to do as a woodsman, right?
The one, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You gotta protect that flame, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Protect that
You gotta
flame.
light a one match fire, you know?
Science.
Too low?
Yeah, it was a bit low.
How's that?
It looks good. If you can bend it up a touch, it's even better. I think you're perfect right there. That's some high efficiency bushcraft, bro.
Thanks, buddy.
Uh-oh. I'll just set mine back here a ways so that Jim's can go in the front. His is much bigger, therefore more important. Can do more wood. More water at a time.
Pack that snow in. Pack it in. You're going to get more water once it melts, but also the snow is going to be pressed hard against the bottom of the pot, and it's less likely to melt the snow away and then create an area where the bottom of the pot gets too hot and it warps the pot. Because ideally when you're melting snow, you want to start with a little bit of water. We don't have any because we chugged all because we're so thirsty. So I just made sure I packed that down in there really tight, and then I'm going to stir it and hopefully I don't burn the pot. You ever done that before?
I have.
I have too.
Definitely.
Yeah, and it was like my mom's fancy snow pot I did like on the stove when we were at the cottage in the winter.
James! Bam, son. Good. We'll be drinking water in no time. Paul Bunyan making his toothpicks.
See, and we don't have to use the saw.
Oh, look at that. Well, we've been cutting wood for some time now. I think we're both ready for a break of sawing and splitting. So we're gonna set up our camp, our sleep stuff. I got a bivvy here that I'll lay everything on top of. I'll get it all in there after. But I got my top quilt from UGQ Outdoors again. This is my like -18, so I'm gonna be toasty tonight. And then my Thermarest Neo Air X Therm. It's getting to be supper time, so I got my ribeye. I know it doesn't look great. It looks kind of green, doesn't it? Look green to you? It looks a little green.
A tinge there, I don't know.
Little tinge. Anyways, I know it's good. So we're gonna put some steak spice on that baby. Jim's working on the fire right now. We're gonna get some hardwood coals going. Our stick is burning. The stick is burning.
I moved it to the side
Nice.
momentarily.
But yeah, so pretty soon we get steaks rocking for supper time. We're losing light. It's probably close to 6, I would assume. Maybe a little bit before that, but I'm getting hungry.
Me too.
Try to keep this away from dripping on my stuff. Oh yeah, buddy. Some steak spice up in this piece.
Okay, I'm just gonna put another one of these things through here. I'm gonna have to come over here so I get it in my shot too.
Yeah. No, it's all about my video, man.
Yeah.
Come on, just do it in front of my camera.
And then I'm gonna just thread this bigger stick
Behind?
underneath all the little loops I made in there.
Yep.
Without trying to mangle it too much, which
So I've done something very similar before with fish. I put the sideways butterfly after. Like I'll stick it through the stick first and then put those sticks in after sideways to kind of splay it open.
oh nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Same idea.
Same idea, I think. It looks
Yeah.
very similar. Dude, that is going to be awesome. Just straight heat cooking it.
Yeah. There you go. That's how it looks from the top. And then from the bottom. Looks like that. I'll give you a shot there.
Yeah.
Look from the bottom. And then
Yeah, she's in there. She ain't going nowhere, eh?
from the
So
top,
that big stick's okay. So I'm not right about what I was saying. That big stick's not going through the steak at all.
I was gonna no, it's not. No, it's just going under the other little ones.
Okay, understood. So it's different what I do with fish, but very cool.
What I do. This is what I hate about this thing. I keep pressing all these buttons accidentally all the time.
The files are in the computer.
You know, like what the hell?
Bam. Not too shabby, dude.
Yeah, it does the trick, right?
Not as cool as a grill, but you know, teach their own.
Actually, the grill's ruining my bushcrafty primitive shot.
The vibes, yeah. Well, pow! It took me 25 minutes to make this grill. I was weaving. No, I'll just stop now.
Makes you feel happier.
I would rather be happier for a shorter
full
amount of time.
scientific proof of this, by the way.
Full scientific
I like a whole multiple articles. You Google it.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you being serious?
I'm 100% serious. Yeah, there's something in red meat that makes you less depressed.
I would be happier. I would be rather.
Like, how happy are you right now, for example?
I'm ready to freaking eat that thing with my hands, bro. This is a bone in. It's not the tomahawk, but it's still a little bit of bone in there. We'll see how it is. I'm sure I cooked it too long, like I always do, but that's all right. Oh yes, definitely cooked it too long. Oh, the fat is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Oh, it's so good. So good. Jim's still cooking his. His was up higher up than mine on the fire. Probably because I took all the good real estate.
I got mine now.
Oh, you got it?
Yeah, I got mine off.
How's it working out for you?
It's looking delish.
Nice. We got some rice to cook up too, but gotta get this meat into us. Get in ya! There she goes.
Tastes better cooked over the fire, doesn't it?
Always, always.
Yeah.
I never want to fry it in a cast iron pan. I just lose the fire thing. Yeah. And bacon too. Bacon over the fire is always really good.
Especially with the hardwood.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what time it is now. It's got to be probably around 9 or 10. We've just been burning wood slowly. We're probably nearing the end. Oh, look at that, dude. We can cut some more, though. We got some more over there.
Got a little more wood for sure.
Yeah. But it's getting late, and we're having a fun time just hanging out, talking, planning for future trips, keeping warm. It's pretty comfortable out here.
It is. I don't even have gloves on.
It's nice.
I can't believe how warm it is when you're by the fire.
Right. Yeah. And this little backdrop is holding up pretty good too, actually. Yeah. So I think we're gonna get to bed pretty soon, but don't worry, I definitely will keep you guys with us. We'll let you know what we're doing when we're doing it. But other than that, we're just hanging out by the fire, just telling lies.
My stories have been true for the most part.
I don't think so. Well, folks, it's about 10 o'clock. It's about time to head in. I got a lot of snow on my gear over here. Got some long johns and a puffy jacket. And a change of socks. That's all I'll be doing before I go to bed. Everything else will be fine. But yeah, even your bivvy is just packed with ashes. I'll bring it over here and show you Jim's bivvy. It's super lightweight. It fits in a cargo pocket. But other than that, I think it's time to go to bed tonight. I'm actually looking forward to going to bed. I'm actually looking forward to laying in my bed and being warm and sleeping. What about you, Jim? No answer, perfect. You just stuff in your face over there?
I'm eating some food that I've harvested from the wilderness.
Of course, of course. So yeah, that's Jim's bivvy. Super lightweight. Probably still nylon. I'll show you in the morning how small it packs up to. Right, here's our camping underneath a tree, overnight bush cramp. You ever get the bush cramps?
Yeah, I know, right? Hate those.
Oh snap! All right, guys, I'm turning in. It's bedtime. All right.
Well, night, Joe.
Yeah, night there, Jimbo. Good night, folks. We're headed to bed. We're gonna get up in the morning, cook some bacon and stuff, so we'll keep you with us, but A warm night's sleep is anticipated for sure.
Yeah.
Good night. Well, good morning. How you folks doing? You slept good. You slept warm?
Yeah, really good.
It's like 8 o'clock in the morning, maybe even past that. So we passed out around 10 last night. I would say that is pretty good sleep out in the woods, about 10 hours. The thing is with the bivy bags, as you can see the frost on it? The ice actually, and then that gets soaked right when you warm it up. So the bivy bags are good for things like this, for one night where it's like protected, and you're not worried about poking a hole in your bag or your sleeping pad and stuff. But like for an extended thing, you wouldn't really want to be doing it unless you could dry your stuff out, right? Like we could hang this up in the sunlight today, and maybe it'll dry out a bit. It probably would actually today.
Yeah. The other thing it's just condensation though,
yeah,
right?
Definitely.
I wonder how much of that condensation is just coming from your body. Like
a lot of it.
If you had a liner in your bag, maybe it wouldn't be so bad.
In your sleeping bag?
Inside your sleeping bag.
Right.
I think it might not be so bad, but for me it's too hot, man.
Yeah.
With a liner unless it's like -40, I just get too sweaty. So I don't know. It's like my first time sleeping with a bivy bag, and I felt like a little breeze come through, and it definitely keeps more of your heat in.
It keeps your heat in.
Yeah.
100%. But yeah, so like I breathe underneath here and I sweat from my feet, so I know that like the bottom of this will be soaked too, right? But yeah, it's definitely just condensation. Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna get up and see what the day brings. Jim's got like a 6-hour drive or something, so we're not gonna hang out here for too long. But we'll keep you with us for a little bit, I'm sure.
Sorry if I ruined your interview there, by the way.
No, it's good. It's good. It's good to have a conversation like that, isn't it? So Jim was just saying something to his camera that I thought sounded really good, and I wish I had said to you folks something along the lines of, like, winter camping doesn't always need to be this daunting thing, you know what I mean? Some people don't go winter camping because they think it has to be this big mission, and like, you know, have to be super crazy mindset. And the reality of it is if you have a good shelter, like Jim said, and if you have adequate sleeping gear and know what you're doing, access a fire a little bit, it's not that hard. You know what I mean? We had a lot of fun on this trip. There was never any really times where we were like worried for our health or too cold or anything like that. So it's just, we were lucky with the weather too, but we've both been out in -20, -40 weather, right? Like, we've done it, and that's doable too. Anyways, point of the story is, go outside, don't be scared, just be safe. And your boots might freeze. There we go. Beautiful morning. Check out the frost on my bag. Bag frost. It's tan lines. Bag tan line. Oh man, she's dead. Yeah, I guess we did go to bed at 10 o'clock.
Yeah. Nothing there, eh?
Nothing. That's alright, we'll get it going.
Yeah, surprised.
Oh, my gloves are kind of stiff. The wind is picking up. I think we don't need that stick anymore. I did not realize how quick stirring it made it into water.
What?
How much stirring it does
Oh,
something.
it really matters a lot.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
This is groundbreaking for me. Damn, dude.
Ideally, like if you just like slowly add snow as you stir it to water, it
stays water.
and it conserves. It happens the fastest, and you conserve the most stove gas.
What?
But if you're using stove gas,
Right. Good call, man.
yeah.
Damn.
But it's not mandatory, you know.
No, of course not. But look, it freaking really did something.
So sometimes when you're boiling snow water, you get a few particles. This one probably has about a full pine cone in it. And you can kind of keep them out a bit while you're pouring it. And when you take a good look into the you realize that there's a few pine, and so all you got to do is just, that's it. And it's ready to go.
Spring water.
Yeah. But little particles, you know, they're probably, I don't know, they're not maybe the best to drink. But a couple of them, listen, they're not going to kill you. They don't have giardia in them. It's just snow. It's just distilled water. And what you can do is you can just pour it through a coffee filter or something like that if you want to get them out of there. Or you can just do the
Plier method.
The backwoods multi-tool method. More texture to it this way.
Getting your fiber in.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, we're gonna get out of here. I want to say thanks to Jim for coming. Had a good time.
Absolutely.
So we will. I'm sure you guys will see us together again. Oh, we're both gonna be at Canoecopia in March. Do you know the dates?
March, no.
Okay, perfect. Google Canoecopia to find out the dates. If you want to come meet Jim and I, we'll both be there for all 3 days.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it.
All right. See you guys in the next one.
Yeah.